Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and it's our Fun Fold Friday. Today I have a fun little bug for you. It's called Hello Ladybug and we are going to make a spinner card with her. I'm going to hold my flip and we'll get started. All right, let's get everything great and in view. As always, I love to see your comments. Leave them in the description below or in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube later. If you're watching this and commenting on my Facebook Live today until midnight, you will have the chance to earn this card for free. I'll send it to you in the mail and label it Happy Mail for you, and you can use it for whatever you'd want. Let's go ahead and show you what the card is today. So this is called a spinner card. We have our cute little ladybug here in the center. And when you put it in your envelope, it'll look like this. Then we'll open it up and she spins. The secret is though, you gotta get her all wound up before by just turning her and then laying her flat and then sticking her in the envelope. And then she's ready to spin when you open, just like that. Super easy card, and I love this style with punches, and we have Stampin' Up has a Ladybug builder punch, and so that's what we're using for our center spinner item here too. However, there's a matching stamp set that's called Hello Ladybug that has the great sayings and the little extras. So we're using those little polka dots for her wings, and we're using this giant leaf to put on the inside. And there's a couple of different sayings. This one cracked me up. You can bug me anytime, which I thought was just super fun, and a play on words there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you our supplies. A lot of the prep work I had to do beforehand. So let me show you how to set that up so when it's your turn to make this card, you know what you're doing. Of course, I'll have the link to my blog afterwards as well, so you can see exactly how to make it on there as well. So what we have to start with is this card base. It's in the real red, and I have it scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8, and that's a 5 1/2 right here by 8 1/2. So regular card base. But what I went ahead and did first was I have my score lines you see right here, and this is the inside of the card. I went ahead and I took my DSP, which is the Sweet Talk DSP. If you look on the other side, you'll see like Valentine's Day stuff. Valentine's Day is over, but you could totally still use the other side for fun things, and I just love these little speckles here. So this is the DSP that we're using, and it just is the exact same size as our card front, so it matches it exactly. Then we have the circle layering dies, and what we'll do is we'll run it through our die cutting machine all at the same time. I'm not attaching any of our DSP. So let me say that again. I did not attach the DSP with any type of adhesive. If you need it to be stable and not wiggle around, you can definitely use like a Post-it note or something on top of it to help hold it down when you run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. After you get it through your machine, you go ahead and take it all off. You remove your circles. So that was a circle too that would come out of it, and you remove your DSP for now and set that aside. Next, what you'll do is you'll grab your tear tape. So we're going to put a little bit of tear tape, and we're going to put it right above the circle on that score line. And we'll remove the backing. Then we'll do the same thing just a little bit below it. Right there. Take off the backing of that one. Then we're going to grab our black baker's twine. The baker's twine comes in a essentials pack. I hope you guys can hear that. So we're dog sitting right now, so I have a dog in the background drinking water. There you go, just in case you're wondering what is that sound. Oh my goodness. Good times. Oh, her name's Winnie, by the way. She's a really cute dog. Maybe I'll share a photo of her later. Like I said, we're just dog sitting. Okay, so here's our card base. Here's our twine. You want at least 5 inches. Like I said, this is the 5 1/2. So we'll just take it and trim it to size. And that's a part of a pack. So it's just not the black color that you get, but you get other colors along with that one. All right, now what we're going to do is go ahead and attach the twine in the center. And if you use that score line as your guide, it'll be the center of the card. But if your circle's off-centered a little bit, you can always use your circle instead. Just up to you. If you have a little bit that's going over, you can trim it. So I feel like it's a little too long. I don't want to have it up too high. And we can trim that one there. All right, press down. Then we're going to take some more tear tape. I'll grab it, just rip some of it off, and put it right at the border there, right above the circle. So, and this time, I'm not going to remove that backing. I'm going to leave that backing on. I feel like it's a little bit more sturdy when I keep the backing on. So I'm going above that first tear tape. I'm pressing it down to make sure it's going to be really stuck well. Because this is going to be moving and spinning and played with so many times that you don't want it to fail on you. Okay, now we can go ahead and attach our DSP. The secret for that is that you're just going to use your liquid glue. However, before I do that, I am going to go ahead and kind of fold this in half this way. You could score it and figure out more, so I'm just going to do a light fold. So I'm not going to use my bone folder, just so when it's time to attach it, it's going to be a little bit easier. There we go. All right, now I'm ready. Liquid glue it. I'm going to go around the edges, definitely around the circle, and get as much glue on there as we can to secure it. All right, carefully line that up and place it over. And then press firmly on where I have that tear tape that's exposed. And that will help it attach it as well. Okay, we'll go ahead and set this part aside and let it dry. And let's go ahead and do some of our stamping. So for this, you will need 2 ladybug bodies and 2 wings. And you'll need your memento ink and your spots, of course. Let me grab my foam mat so we can do our stamping because it is the photopolymer. And let me grab that punch for you real quick. I already did the pre-punching, but let me show you what it looks like. All right. So it's a builder punch because there's 2 on here. And when I punch things out, I usually will go one side for the black and then come on this side for the red. And it's just by placing it in that way from the right side or the left side. And if you have a long strand of it, you want to make sure that you are doing your wings and then pressing it this way as it keeps on going through. And that way, because it's going to stamp again on that paper. And so it's okay to stamp it again if you've pulled it that direction. Okay, not confusing at all. Let's grab our wings. That's what we need to stamp here. I'm laughing because I have this little nose here just looking at me. Please remember, our Lily dog passed away in October, so we haven't had a dog in the house for a couple of months now. Okay, so it's kind of fun and different. All right, here's our little dots. We're gonna go ahead and press down and come up. Perfect. And we'll do it again on this side here. Perfect. Awesome. The thing that I like about using punches for spinner cards is that they are easy to reverse. So when I punch it out once, it's the same on the front and the back, and there's no difference. And so that makes it a great candidate for spinner cards, just like the whale card I did earlier with this spinner too. Okay, so now we have this guy, and there's no right or wrong way for him to be on there. We could either attach one of our wings, which is what I like to do to have it to be a little bit easier. We'll put just a little bit of glue right on the top of the wings, and we'll attach just one of them right underneath his head there. Okay, now we're going to flip this one over, and we're going to put some tear tape on here. Again, we want this to be super strong. And tear tape is one of our strongest adhesives that we have. I'm just tearing it or using my paper snip to cut off to trim it to size. Press down and remove that backing there. If you want to do a little bit of extra, you totally can. I have this little tidbit here. Like that. Okay. Now let's grab our piece back in. And what we're going to do is put this ladybug right over our twine here. I'm just going to line it up. It looks like about center. You can either try to go center circle or center ladybug. It's up to you. I'm going to go right about there and press down. Then we're going to add some liquid glue to the antenna, well, just a little bit, to the head, like that. I'm going to go ahead and do the wings in a little bit. And we'll grab our other body. Go ahead and press them together. Match it up. Hold it down so that adhesive attaches. There we go. Awesome. So this is what probably a true ladybug would look like because it has wings only on the front. So if you wanted to leave it without the second pair of wings, you totally could. And that would look definitely more realistic. But I think it's fun to have it spinning on both sides. So we're going to go ahead and add the second wing. Just putting a little bit of adhesive, again, right at that end point here where it attaches under the head, and match it. Just like so. We could now also even put some adhesive on the bottom wing and pinch it, push it down, and on the other side as well. You turn it so it's a little bit easier to work with. Just doing a little dot and press down. Super cute. Not too hard, right? All right, let me grab our bone folder and let's go ahead and start to fold this to where it needs to be. So fold it in half. Grab your bone folder, crease that score line, fold it back. There we go. And use that bone folder again just to help get that nice and creased well. And our spinner should be working. We'll test her out. She is spinning. Okay, so all we have to do is just finish the inside, which is pretty easy with a piece of basic white and our foam mat so we can do some stamping. Let's grab our Mossy Meadow, which is just a nice dark green. Any green would look great with this. I just really think it worked out best because it's such a big leaf. And I'm telling you, this leaf is huge and it has like little fun lines in it even. So let me go ahead and ink that up. And we'll put it right here in this corner. I want it to be able to be seen through the circle. Winnie wants to play. That's her now squeaking her ball. Good times. I probably should have hit her somewhere, right? Did I mention she's like 1.5? She's still kind of puppy-like. All right, there's our memento ink. I'm going to do that little saying. I want the saying to be able to be seen when it's opened and closed. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. And line it up to my far right bottom. Awesome. Put that away and take away our foam mat and flip this over and add some adhesive. I'm using my Still Plus and just putting it in each corner and one in the center. This adhesive is super strong, so I feel like you don't need it all over the place. All right, line it up here on our inside of our card. And there we go. Our super cute spinner ladybug card. She's gonna spin away from me. Where it looks like she's a little bit on our leaf there. We have our cute little saying. You could totally embellish this with something fun as well, or use some Winkastella to get a little bit of glitter. Let's let her fly one more time. There she goes. Oh my goodness, so cute. Well, I hope you guys have loved learning how to make this card. Please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I love to be able to grow and have more stamping friends with me. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.